suitcase by the door. Didn't know what I was leaving for. Tears still echo down the hall. Thought I lost it all. Sister said, just take the ride. I rolled my eyes but climbed inside. Didn't know that broken roads led where healing grows. I was holding on to yesterday. Didn't see the light along the way. But every mile, every turn lit a fire I forgot could burn. We took the long way home. Didn't have a map to follow, but somewhere down that winding road we found more than tomorrow. Right people, hearts learning how to bend. What felt like the end of me was a detour to friendship. Laughter in a midnight song. Voices shaky, but we sang along. Strangers turn to something real in the way we feel.
If enlightenment had a smell, it would be sharp eucalyptus mingled with the sour tang of regret. The bus hissed to a stop at the gates of Tranquil Pines Wellness Retreat, its engine sighing in relief. Ahead, a wooden sign, painted in curling green letters, beckoned visitors to leave your baggage at the gate. Too bad our group carried too much emotional luggage to fit in any overhead compartment. Red stood at the front, haloed by dappling sunlight filtering through pine needles. Today, she began, voice low as velvet, we find peace within ourselves. We'll open with seated meditation, flow into group reflection, and close with an hour-long silent nature walk. Georgia arched one perfectly plucked brow. Silence? Like zero chatter? Red nodded, her face serene. Exactly. 1 full hour. Georgia's lips flattened. This sounds like torture. Booker cracked his neck and stretched, arms overhead, chest cracking loudly. Guess I'll nap through my awakening. Esmeralda smirked as her dark hair became haloed by stray sunbeams. Try not to snore through your chakras. Inside the main lodge, a torrent of faux pan flute music spiraled from hidden speakers, each note just off-key enough to grate on your nerves. The walls were dressed in pastel tapestries of lotus flowers and winding vines. Pillows lined the floor like colorful lily pads. Our instructor, a lanky man in tie-dyed harem pants, hovered at the front. Zenith, formerly known as Larry, spoke in the elongated drawl of someone who'd practiced deep breathing until his words stretched at the seams. Let your thoughts drift like clouds, he intoned, arms unfolding wide. I sat cross-legged, but my mind felt like a gathering storm. Should I text my ex? What's Booker's real deal with Esmeralda? Do squirrels ever get anxious? Across the circle, Georgia cracked one eye and whispered, if we're clouds, I'm the cumulus about to burst. Shh, Red hissed, cheeks flushed. Feel your inner light. Georgia leaned over, her voice hushed. My inner light needs a venti latte. When we finally assembled beneath the cathedral canopy of pines from our silent walk, the forest was humid enough to taste. Inhalations of damp needles, rich earth, and wild ferns. I'm drifting at the rear, with my mind churning. Up ahead, Booker and Esmeralda strolled side by side, their laughter soft as wind chimes. It was the effortless, intimate sound of two people who understood each other. An ache suddenly began to simmer under my ribs. Georgia notices and asks, "Are you good?" To which I force a straight smile. Absolutely, I'm totally enlightened. But my words came out crisp and brittle like bad almond milk. A moment later, Booker paused, glancing back through shafts of afternoon light. You guys keeping up? My voice snapped like dry twigs. Wouldn't want to intrude on your bonding ceremony. The air thickened, partly from the stifling humidity, but also from sudden tension. Esmeralda's brow furrowed. What's that supposed to mean? I folded my arms defiantly. Nothing. Just admiring how serenity radiates from you both and blinds the rest of us. Georgia groaned under her breath. Oh, brace yourself. At dusk, Red lit a single beeswax candle in the center of our circle. Its flame trembled, casting jittery shadows against the lodge walls. This is our truth circle, she murmured. Release what no longer serves you. My throat tightens. When my turn came, I inhaled the faint scent of burning wax and say, I release, pretending everything's fine when it isn't. Booker stiffened, muscles coiling like springs. Esmeralda sat up straighter, jaw clenching. Meaning? Her voice crackling. My gaze wavered but stayed unflinching. Meaning, some of us treat this trip as growth when really it's just an escape hatch. Esmeralda snapped. You think I'm escaping? You don't know my life. I shot back. No, you never let anyone in. Red rose to intervene, her voice gentle as mist. Breathe through the discomfort, but words were already splintered. Booker jumped to his feet, scraping the wooden floor. Stop, both of you. This isn't helping. I glare at him. You're one to talk. You've been hiding behind jokes since day one. The circle stilled. Even Georgia at last fell silent. Booker's face darkened. You think you've got me all figured out. My eyes start to glisten with unshed tears. No, I think you're terrified of being seen. Without another word, he stormed out into the night. The sky cracked open seconds later, unleashing a torrent that hammered against the lodge roof like impatient fingers. The patter of droplets and distant rumble of thunder filled the silence. Red looked around at our fractured circle, her usual optimism dimmed to a flicker. She traced the candle's flame with her eyes, her voice barely audible above the first raindrops hitting the roof. The most honest bonds, she said, are sometimes forged from broken places. I slid to a wooden bench by the window, hugging my knees to my chest, watching rivulets blur the world outside. Georgia appeared with 2 steamy mugs of mint chamomile tea, their warmth rising in lazy spirals. Are you okay? She asked. I shook my head, my voice small. I messed it up again. Georgia offered a half smile. Nah, you just spoke the truth and most people hated that part. Beyond the porch, Esmeralda's silhouette cut against the night, sheltered beneath dripping eaves, while rainwater traced silver lines down her hair. Her shoulders curved inward like parentheses around a confession. Meanwhile, deep among the pines, Booker's boots broke the surface of puddles with hollow sounds as he walked. Each accusation from earlier replaying in his mind until the words grew waterlogged and heavy as the sodden earth beneath him. The storm outside was a mirror to the one inside us. We'd traveled so far to find peace, only to discover the only path forward might begin at the fault line of our own hearts. Thank you for listening. The next part is coming soon, so stay tuned.
Half-packed suitcase by the door. Didn't know what I was leaving for. Tears to let go down the hall. Thought I lost it all. Sister said, just take the ride. I rolled my eyes but climbed inside. Didn't know that broken roads led where healing grows. I was holding on to yesterday. Didn't see the light along the way. every turn, lit a fire I forgot could burn. We took